Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Well, promised you guys that today's video would be kind of special in a way. And I wasn't kidding. Not sure how many of you are actually going over and checking out the stream for that radio station or not, but if any of you have, you may already know what I'm about to reveal. Now, since last Friday, almost a week now, off and on I've been dealing with the station manager of WVOL AM 1470. Man's name is John Heidelberg. Very nice man. Seemingly very selfless man. But also a very frustrated businessman because he's had people in there working on his systems that just really mess things up unnecessarily. I mean, computers are going to mess up on their own, but when you take a simple problem like just needing to clean out some of the clutter of old programs that aren't being used anymore on one computer, and you take down 4 computers, well, 3, that's a problem. He basically got 3 new computers put in with bootleg operating systems and didn't need the first one. All he needed was 1 computer cleaned out. To make it worse, the ones that were put in were older, slower machines. Since he's not able to find the piece that he's missing to get the station automation software back like he needs it, I'm going to try a Hail Mary pass. We're going to back up and see if I can't get the other machines that were originally in place doing like they were supposed to, because the assumption is that the machines that were originally there did not have a problem. They just needed cleaned up. So his son has gone through and labeled which one was which for me, and I'm going to go back down and try to recover the old PCs and get them back where they need to be with the original software that they need to schedule the commercials, the music, and everything. But that's not what I was wanting to reveal. If you've been to the WVOL 1470.com website, you've seen what I'm about to announce. I had no clue this whole time until my wife pointed it out Monday or Tuesday evening when I came home. She pointed out to me that his website indicated Mr. Heidelberg was the one who discovered Oprah, meaning Oprah Winfrey. Now, before I went jumping to any conclusions or just assuming that was correct, she wanted to do a little research. She believed it. She had recognized the name and the guy from somewhere before, but she couldn't quite place where. Well, when she figured out what the situation was, figured out that's what it was all about, put 2 and 2 together, and she did a little checking, and Oprah's biography and pretty much everything that has anything at all to do with her actually states that she started out at AM 1470 in in Nashville, Tennessee. Kind of neat. And of course, they've had other people in there. There's a picture of their controversial DJ, TJ Graham, with comedian Lonnie Love. Had no idea. Now, I don't know that she's from here. I haven't done any research at all on Lonnie Love, but I see her all the time on World's Dumbest. Now, I watch World's Dumbest all the time because One Pug Life's videos are always on there, or Prank versus Prank, or Boyfriend versus BF versus GF. Their videos are always on there. It was kind of neat to actually see that without even knowing it, I was working for somebody that had helped make somebody famous. All that does for me is kind of make me reflect on maybe what the station used to be. And I actually went back because I had no clue who this TJ Graham was. I'd never seen him, never heard him. So I went on YouTube yesterday and started looking. And found one kind of nasty, really ugly response about his passing. But basically, it was just labeled TJ Graham as dead, which in itself I thought was kind of it was in poor taste. Kind of like the video itself was done in really poor taste. I mean, you can hate on somebody when they're alive and able to defend themselves, but this person did everything short of saying that she was glad he was dead. I'm sorry, that's just... it was just poor taste all the way around. The video was done in poor taste. It was titled in poor taste. And this is somebody that I actually expected a little bit better out of. I'd never seen that person's videos before, but I kind of just expected a little more for some reason and got let down. But as far as the deal with the station goes, I found several different things on there pertaining to the radio station itself on YouTube, including several news reports from Nashville News Station that contained information about either TJ Graham or AM 1470. Needless to say, since Mr. Heidelberg's dealing with so much old equipment, out-of-date software, run-down building, and honestly, if I had the time to dedicate to helping him and money wasn't an issue at all, I'd love to go down and help the man get the thing back into shape. Find somebody to put him up a fence around the building, a security fence, not just any old chain link. I'm talking about like metal, steel bar type stuff. And just all the way around the property. Get somebody out there to cut the grass, a couple people out there to redo the roof, and down all the burned parts of the building and put them back up and get it all painted and looking nice again, including getting newer computers, newer software, new cabinets in the broadcast booth. Get the soundboard fixed for him, or get a newer one in there because that one is kind of dated. I mean, there's a lot I'd like to do for him, but I don't have money to do it. And driving back and forth to Nashville at $20 a day in gas, getting kind of costly already. So if I don't get him fixed soon, I'm not going to be able to afford to eat. I've not made a penny off of this so far. I'm hoping I do, but I'm not making a penny off of it right now. I haven't gained anything other than a little bit more experience with radio station stuff, which I had absolutely no clue or hand in before. Most of this I'm doing, I started out doing it as a favor to a friend, and right now I'm basically seeing it through to the end, seeing through the resolution to where he's back online and working like he's supposed to. Now, I've talked to him pretty much every day I've been down there. Like I said, he's a really good, really nice man. Actually, considering what he's going through right now, he's actually a frustrated but patient businessman. And I can totally understand him being frustrated. Because like I said, he went from everything working fine and doing like it's supposed to do, just needing a little cleanup, to everything being a total catastrophe. He's not able to program any commercials or any music. His system is defaulting to the jazz playlist every hour on the hour, like I said. And as of last weekend, he wasn't doing any streaming. I've taken care of the streaming problem, but I think there's some other things I need to adjust while I'm there. Like making sure the system does not update itself for Windows. Because I was listening yesterday, and 3 times yesterday, the stream went off. The only thing I can figure is that the Windows updates, automatic update came on and it had to restart. Either that or there was some kind of power failure in the booth, because I did have that the other day also. When I was down there Tuesday, everything in the broadcast booth just went completely dead. It started right back up, but it went completely dead. Now, that's not a good thing for any equipment to go through, but especially all that sensitive equipment in the broadcast booth. It's something you want to try and avoid at all costs. And what I told Mr. Heidelberg is that the stuff in his studio needs to have battery backups on it. And the idiots that were in there before took all that off, told them it was actually causing things to act funny and not work right. Brain dead. I'm sorry, but that's one of my peeves. If you don't know something, just say you don't know. You might look a little bad for a little bit, but it's nothing like saying, oh, I know this is gospel, and then the people find out later that you're completely full of crap. that person could have cost Mr. Heidelberg his whole livelihood by telling him, "Oh no, you just put them on surge protectors. That's good enough." No, it's not. Well, as of right now, Heidelberg Broadcasting is back in business. They've got all the programs they need in the computers that they need them in. All the access to all the different machines is reconnected. The only thing they're missing now is the afternoon talk show host that just recently passed away. I actually talked to Mr. Heidelberg after getting everything set back up for him, and he got to see at firsthand everything was done. It was set up, it was ready to go, it was working like it was supposed to. Got a little bit more of the man's story. I don't know. I thought I'd been through a lot. I really did. I'd never be able to go through what that man's gone through. Just in a short time I talked to him, I'd never be able to go through what he's gone through and be as strong and positive and polite to everybody as he is. I'm telling you right now, I've gotten a lot better at expressing my feelings. I'd be a very bitter man. Very bitter. There's people that have just walked all over him. It's one of those things where, like I've said before, you're nice to people, and sometimes it works out great for you. Sometimes they just walk all over you. And no matter how much you try to change it, unfortunately, you still get walked on. And this is one of those unfortunate cases. I mean, just the short time I've talked to him, I've come to respect the man quite a bit. To do what he's done and been involved in some of the things he's been involved in, I hope by the time I'm his age that I've done half of what he's done. I was just that impressed with it. I've got some footage of the studio. I even got a little clip of him. I asked him if he minded if I'd filmed in there, and he said he didn't care. Things are in disrepair right now, but at least now he's in a position where he can pick things back up for himself, get things back in order, start making money again, and he'll be set and ready to go soon. I'll show you a few of those clips right now. Alright, here's the soundboard. There's the streaming computer. It all streams through that D-Link. Not exactly my choice, but there's the board itself. There's monitors. And there's his touch screen. And the green wide orbit box with the big old Google right up the side of it, from where Google had bought it at one time. And it's touch screen, so they really don't. It's touch screen, so they really don't need that keyboard, but it's there. And there's their backdrop that you see on all the videos for the station. And then the guest microphones and seats.
Yes, sir.
You want to come look at this?
Okay. Tell me you got it, man.
I believe I do.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. And we've been killing ourselves. Basic format, schedule, history, analyst, print, utilities. Yeah.
That's all he needs on there?
I'm thinking that's what he needs.
If you've got any questions, go ahead and fire away. I'll be happy to answer them. And I thank you for watching. You guys have a great evening.